Hi, Clay. My name is Sean Everett. I am a website analysis expert, and Eric at Zucker Marketing sent your website over to me for analysis. And I have found some things out that I'd like to share with you. They are completely free for you to do with as you will. And I think that they are going to be suggestions that make this website of yours something that is a tool to make you business as opposed to just something that is pretty to look at or a novelty or whatever. People go, yeah, I guess I have to have a website, but it needs to be something that brings you in money. Otherwise, don't have it. So the first thing that I do when I'm analyzing a website is I go to this page here. I have a paid tool that I use that tells me the metrics of your website. The next thing I do is I go and I look at a map of the area that you're in and I see the communities around you. And then the next thing I do is I go and I do a Google search. I'm going to have to describe to you a little bit about how Google works. Google has developed an algorithm that they think gives their search customers the most relevant results. Now, relevant is what they decide. And Google is the gorilla in the room, and when the gorilla wants to dance, you dance. So what we're doing is I'm going to show you ways to satisfy the Google algorithm and make your website appear higher on the top. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down on this Google website. It bounced to a stop at about here, which is the first sponsored one below. So that means somebody who is looking for a commercial roofer in Denver, because that's what I typed in, is only going to search probably from where that bounced to a stop to the top. And that's not many companies. And you want to be at the top. Now, this company here did a really smart thing. They went to Google and filled out a Google business profile. Not hard to do. You can do it this afternoon, this evening, tomorrow morning. Do it because it will put you in a better position. Google rewards thoroughness. Google rewards content. So let me show you what I'm talking about. These ones at the top here are likely ones that are sponsored. They have paid for their position here. But even this is determined by the Google algorithm, the order in which the paid ads show up. Below, the people ask is the first of the organic searches, as we call them. Now, Tech America is a big nationwide company. I'm not going to compare you to them, but I am going to compare you to Douglas Colony because they seem to be based more in Denver as you are. And I'm going to show you their website. I'm going to call them your biggest Google competitor for now. Low and steep slope commercial roofing. So they're, and look, the websites are extraordinarily similar. They have this sort of cinematic photo in the center. And you have a great website. It's beautiful. I'm not here about that. I'm here about the guts of it because the guts of it are what is preventing your site from having people come to it. Now, I showed you about this. I told you how to get on the Google business profile. Now I'm going to show you how to get to the top of one of these organic searches. Now, just to start off, here is your website. I'm going to cut and paste into a word counter. There we go. 408 words. I'm going to do the same at Douglas Colony. And there's their word counter. They have 747. Now, neither of you have reached the ideal number of words that Google requires. Google would really like you to have 1,500 words, and then it's like a shoo-in to the big Google algorithm. Hey, this company is legitimate. They want 1,500 words. You have a ways to go. You have about 1,100 to go. But at the very least, you need to beat 747 because the Google algorithm is all about more is better. That's just the way algorithms work. Now, I'm going to show you this in the paid tool that I use. These are the organic search words that Google is looking for. All words here are not created equal, not at all. It's looking for keywords. Now, I'm going to show you what your competitors' keywords are. You have 31 keywords on your website. They have 739. Here's what their keywords are. Commercial roofing contractor, commercial roofing Denver, let's see, Denver commercial roofing. You see, it's just variations on a theme. Now, if I go down further and further, I'm going to see commercial roofing repair. I'm going to see commercial roofing contractors in my area. All of these different phrases that I'm showing you, these key phrases and key words, are satisfied in the Douglas Colony website. Now, what you want to do is have more keywords and key phrases in your website. And let me describe to you what I'm talking about. Let's say that I want to have a red balloon or a bunch of them. And so I'm going to type in balloon manufacturer. Now, the other thing that I could type in would be factory that makes red balloons. Those are two different searches because the algorithm does not distinguish between manufacturer and factory. You and I know that they are similar. The algorithm does not. If you don't have factory or red balloons on your website, when I type in a balloon manufacturer, it's not going to come up. You have to have the words that people use in a Google search in order to come up in the results. Now, that determines the order here. That's sort of the largest thing that determines the order is the keywords. The next thing I'm going to tell you about are the backlinks. You have 403 backlinks. Douglas Colony has 8,200. A backlink is a site that refers to your site. It's kind of like a shout out, if you will, but it's mostly lists. So like homestead.com, I don't know how they got in Wikipedia, but get in Wikipedia. Obviously MapQuest. You want to go to all the map services and make sure that you have a listing on their maps so that if somebody types in commercial weather coatings, Colorado weather coatings, that you show up in the maps. I had to do it myself recently, and it's not that hard to do. You just go and fill out a profile. Yellow Pages, expertise.com, Super Pages, all of these sites, they are rated in the 70s and 80s and 90s. Those are the sites that you want to be in. Anything that is below that, on page 5, if I click there, it would go and it would show you a bunch. I'll just do it. It would show you a bunch of sites that are rated 0. You don't need to be in Ziba, Design, Blogspot.com. Apparently, nobody goes there for information. But people do go to Wikipedia. People do go to homestead.com. You can see by the rating that they have here. You have the same rating. You have a rating on your website too. It's 1.1. And that's determined by the number of people that actually go there. This is what your competitor has, 31. They're doing better than you. Even if you brought it up to a 7, you would do much better in the search results. Now, here is where it really comes down. Here's where the rubber meets the pavement. This was your traffic last month. You're up 1 from apparently 0 the month before. You had 1 click as a result of a Google web search. Here's what Douglas Colony had. 381 clicks. Now, I don't have to tell you that one person visiting the website is probably not going to produce as many estimate requests as 381 is. You already know that. So what we want to do is get you to a larger number of traffic. And the way that you do that is by satisfying the Google algorithm. And so the 3 things that I can tell you to do is fill out a Google business profile, get some more keywords in your website, sit around with your coworkers and think about all the different words that are associated with your industry. Green roof. I don't know if they use tar on roofs or TPO. I'm not in your industry, but those are things that could go on your website. And so if somebody types in TPO, commercial roof, it's in your website. It will bring your website up. If it's not there, it won't. That simple. So being near the top of this search is really where you want to be. And satisfying the Google algorithm is exactly the way to do that. Now, the things I've told you are not difficult. You can do them yourself. I've given you this information for free. I can tell you that it is time consuming to do that, to get on all the backlinks that are best, to put all the keywords that are best. Those are really time consuming things, and I'm going to assume that you would rather spend your time putting in commercial roofing in Bloomfield and the Denver metro area than you do digging around in the guts of your website. So that's where I think Eric might be able to help you out. If what I've said to you makes sense and you would like to improve your standing, you can do it yourself or give Eric a call and he would be glad to guide you through the next steps. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.